People living their Hollywood dreams are being forced to make tough decisions as industry jobs are leaving California.
KCAL entertainment correspondent Suzanne Marques talked to people affected by the Hollywood downturn, joins us. We've been doing a lot of talking about this in the newsroom, and our biggest industry here is being hit pretty hard.
Yeah, it's devastating when you think of all the families. I made it in Hollywood, and then you see all of these jobs leaving the state to keep up with the global economy. So I talked to an independent filmmaker whose budgets keep getting slashed, even as costs rise to make a movie, and a camera woman forced to go to the food bank, and she's doing odd jobs looking at other careers just so she can keep a roof over her family's head. And their stories are not unique. Thousands of people are being forced to make tough decisions. Sometimes that means leaving California or starting new careers that don't pay the same as the jobs they have now.
I was working on the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Michaela Rasmussen is a married mom working as a second camera assistant for the past 15 years for TV and film.
Because I'm short, my first AC, they put me on the Apple box to get that more inches.
But now she's facing starting over with a new career and possibly leaving California because jobs in Hollywood are drying up.
We don't know how to survive. Like, I never seen myself like to get into the point that going to food bank, because I thought we were doing well. When a strike happened, it's just like...
Her husband was in the industry too, working as a set electrician, now in trade school, as they struggle to raise their son.
We may need to go to a different state because the mortgage, like, I don't think it's livable. I can't, when we're gonna get a job, we may have to sell this house.
So we've shot in Mobile, Alabama, Little Rock, Arkansas. The one before that we shot in the Dominican Republic. So we'll find a way to take that money and stretch it as best as we can.
I'm 57 years old. I'm broke.
Eric Brenner is president of ETA Films, an independent filmmaker. He was a producer on the Oscar-winning movie Crazy Heart. He says his budgets are shrinking too.
What I used to be able to make for $8 to $12 million, $3 to $5 million. $1 to $3 million. And this is unfortunate for my friends in Los Angeles, because a lot of times what we'll do now is we'll have to leave the city and go to places with either right-to-work states, tax credit advantages, or even out of the country. We can make a film for less money going somewhere else.
So leaving California to film saves money, shooting in right-to-work states where costs and wages are lower.
Rebounding from COVID and the strikes are independent producers. So I am not Netflix, I am not Amazon. If somebody tells me I have X dollars, I'm not trying to be cheap with my friends. I'm saying, guys, this is what I have.
Such a difference when you compare everything to 20 years ago. Now, Michaela has looked at joining the LAPD. She's applied at Panda Express. She is turning 40, so it's really tough to start over at this age. She just wants to try and keep some benefits. If she stays in this career, most shoots happening in the U.S. are in those right-to-work states where there are no unions. Wages are a fraction of what you make here in Hollywood. There's good news for other states who could use the business, but California is, of course, losing out on that money. Eric says more California film tax credits could help more jobs stay here, but he says in decades applying for them, he has never received one. And a lot of those tax credits go to big budget movies like Disney, Amazon, where they have other sources of income. Whereas if you're a small filmmaker, you have this tiny budget now. If you want to make a movie at all, sometimes they have to leave the state.
And it's so competitive already. And then you think about all the other satellite businesses, like restaurants that feed, and the caterers, and the people who paint props for sets. And it has a huge trickle-down effect.
It just goes on and on.
Yeah.
Yes, when you look at movie lots and TV film lots, it's getting so quiet, and all of the ancillary businesses are struggling too. It's just so wild to think Hollywood, if you went into it in the past, you've made it, and you were set for life. Right now, it's totally upside down.
Well, and I mean, one of our biggest draws is you can shoot pretty much every day of the year because we have perfect weather. So some of these other states might give tax credits, but then you've got delays on certain productions because of other factors. So come on back.
Yes, please.
Right?
Yes, that would be so fantastic. And if we did really focus on tax credits, they're larger in Texas. Like, we're such a big state. If we really put some pressure on politicians to start, giving those credits to more productions, then they could look at other options and help our union members too.
All right. Important issue, Suzanne. Thank you.